guys, welcome to the last week of May, and also I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. Pretty soon we're gonna go over and hang out with the grandparents here. I dropped off Grudy Bear earlier and then I went grocery shopping today. It was supposed to be a touch-up grocery haul, but I decided to go to 99 Ranch. I was supposed to go midweek last week to do hot pot, but it was way too hot and I was like, hot pot doesn't feel like something that we want to be eating. There was a couple of things that I needed to refill and replenish in my pantry as far as like Asian groceries and Asian spices and stuff, and so I was just like, we're gonna go and buy some of that stuff. So everything in total, plus all the hauls that I've done this month, I am at $410 for my groceries. But I think $410 is pretty good because I'm not gonna lie, your girl eats very, very well. I do make sure that I never go over $450. The reason why my gap from $350 to $450 is so high is because of things like sauces. Like, sometimes you just gotta replenish on your sauces or your spices, and that does add up, and that $100 gap also helps with things like events and parties, and if we have guests or something like that as well. So that's why that $100 is there as a buffer. If we don't have any holidays or anything like that, $350, love it. We're gonna go ahead and get started on this haul. I'm gonna give you guys a once over on everything, and I went to 99 Ranch and then I also went to Walmart to touch up on a couple of things. So I'm gonna keep them both separate. For 99 Ranch, I spent $54. I rounded up to the next dollar, and then at Walmart, I spent 20 bucks. So it's putting me at $410 for the month, and the reason why is because I spent a little bit on dessert for Memorial Day as well. So let's do a quick pan around. Thing here, sorry, my tripod is right there. Here over is from 99 Ranch, and then from here over is Walmart. So we're gonna start with 99 Ranch because it is the fun stuff, like all the awesome stuff, I think. Let's start with protein. I love going to the Asian markets and just picking up mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms on literally everything. The variety of mushrooms are just to die for. Enoki mushrooms are my favorite. These were $3 for $1, which is awesome. I can replace them and just eat them as like noodles. When I do hot pot, I just eat this. I don't even touch the ramen. This stuff is so good. It's great in ramen as well, of course. So it was $3 for $1. I got 3 of them. I'm gonna use them in my mushroom salad coming up this week, but whatever's left over, I'm gonna make ramen packs out of them. Same with the shiitake mushrooms. These are oyster mushrooms, and then these are woodier mushrooms. The woodier mushrooms has a little bit of like texture, like a crunch to them, so I think it's really great in the seaweed salad. Just adds that little bit of bite into your salad. Moving on to starch, I love these kind of potatoes. They are more colorful on the inside. Then I'm also going to serve like a sliced sweet potato on the side with a little bit of yogurt as dressing. And I'm going to see what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest and boil them and then dehydrate them and then make them into a potato powder so I can make like potato milk tea out of it. Hoping, by the way, if I have the time to do that. But this stuff, really good. Okay, let's move on to the melon. This is called a Hami melon. I don't know what's the English word for it, but really sweet. Unlike a cantaloupe, it's a little bit more crispier in texture, but it's also very, very sweet, very fragrant. I'm sure Grudy Bear would really enjoy this, and we would really, really probably have a good time eating this when we're at the park and stuff as well. Okay, so next up is this. I thought it was a broccoli rabe for a little bit there, but it's not. It's another leafy vegetable. It's okay. It's great stir fried with a little bit of oyster sauce and some slices of garlic. Same with the bok choy, same thing. I'm just gonna use like an oyster sauce on top of it with a little bit of garlic as like a side. I like these greens, especially Asian greens. They're a little bit more hearty. Fun fact, when I was growing up on the farm, my dad used to sell bok choy all the time. So we kind of started our living in the US with bok choy. Let's go over to junk food. Definitely, when you go to 99 Ranch, you always have to pick up the spicy ramen. This is so bad for you, and it makes me very, very bloated, like in the face, in the belly, all sorts. But so whatever I have left over in the mushrooms and in the veggies, I put them in like Ziploc bags or like little containers, and then whenever I have this, I would boil all that up and then throw it right on top with the fried egg. It adds a little bit more greenery, more protein and stuff to my ramen while I'm eating this bad thing. But still very, very good. Highly recommend it. Do not recommend using the whole pack of the spicy because you will pay for it. Moving on to more junk food, we have Hello Panda, because hello, it's a panda. My favorite, one of my favorite snacks. Not the best snacks for you, but you know what? I'm a grown lady. I can do what I want. You don't tell me what to... It's good. Everyone can agree. It is an indulgence that you just gotta have. It's so good. Then I got this for Grudy Bear. I didn't get her any of the Gerber yogurt this week, but that's okay. She can nibble on some of this stuff. And it's mostly like just honey and, just white flour, so it can't be that bad. It's not the worst thing for her, it's not the best thing for her, but it's a little treat. She really does like this though. Another thing that I really love is the taro chips. These are cut into like fries. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love anything that's taro flavored. Taro milk tea, taro ice cream, taro chips, my favorite. This, oh my goodness. So yeah, I went a little extra with junk food this week. I'm not gonna even apologize for it because I got all of this to make up for this. But no, still really good. When you go to 99 Ranch, which I try to do once a month, I tend to load up on all sorts of good stuff. And yeah, so that's kind of like the plan for this week. Lots of mushrooms. We're gonna have a good time with dinner this week. So last thing are the sauces. I had to pick up a couple of sauces because I started to run out of a lot of these things and I needed to load up on them. So the adobo marinade, I actually want to make adobo chicken coming up soon here because Papa Bear, that's one of his favorites. So nice little adobo marinade. I'm probably gonna beef it up with, you know, some extra garlic or something. Oyster sauce, staple in any Asian household. And then I got 2 things of the teriyaki. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the spicy or the ginger. See, for me, I think the ginger would be great, but Papa Bear likes a little bit more kick in his food, so spicy it is for the man. Right there was $54. Now, the thing that really excelled the budget was 85 Degree Bakery. I went and got the Hokkaido tart and then also the egg tart, but I got 8 total. These kind of desserts are not cheap. They are an indulgence. I really do love them, and it's a Memorial Day weekend, and so I got 4 of each, you know, so we can all have one, and Grudy Bear is gonna share with us. But yeah, that's the reason why my budget kind of bumped up to the 400 instead of staying under 400, but that's okay, you know, it's life. You gotta YOLO and enjoy yourself. This is the Hokkaido tart, which I'm assuming is like a cheesecake filling. I'm really excited to try this, like very excited. So I'm gonna take this and put it on the counter here because we're gonna take it to the parents later. Let's move on to Walmart haul. Where did I start? Okay, the chicken. I got myself some chicken legs. They're $5.78, and I'm gonna use the teriyaki sauce on top of that, and it's gonna be dinner for Friday. And then let's move on to veggies here. We got ourselves some green onions, 98 cents. Okay, last time a couple weeks ago I said that this was expensive because, you know, it was $2.98 versus the 99 cents one that I got. But I think this is so worth it because it really lasted in my fridge for about 3 weeks. Actually, I have a little bit left and it's still like crispy and green. And if I buy a fresh one every single week, that's $1. And so it ends up being equal, but I feel like this is less fuss. Yeah, I'm glad I got it last time, so I got it again, and yeah, I highly recommend this. It really lasts in your fridge. I was really surprised. So it was already pre-washed and everything too. Okay, next I had to get some zucchinis because I needed julienne them along with some carrots on top so that I can make the mushroom salad with the teriyaki sauce for one of our dinners, and a little bit of sesame seeds on it. It's gonna be a bomb. You always gotta get the eggs. It was in my video on 15 things you must buy on your grocery haul. It helps keep you streamlined as far as what you gotta buy every single week on your grocery list, and it kind of helps you build upon a grocery list that you need to get every single week. So yeah, check it out. Did I say milk already? Had to get milk. Grudy Bear, you know, growing girl, really throwing back the milk there. So big thing of milk. I haven't had an English muffin in a while, so I decided to get a thing of English muffins, and maybe we can just have eggs Benedict this coming weekend. We already did the biscuits and gravy, so here we are, an English muffin. And lastly would have to be the corn, which is a beast of a bag. I didn't even want to take it out because I didn't want all the fibers just floating around my house. I got 20 things of corn because they were 10 cents for $1. So I'm definitely gonna have, you know, 4 or 5 of these to this week for dinner, and then the rest I'm just gonna cut, chop, put them in bags, and then just freeze them myself and then pull them out for dinner in the future. So when you see something that's on sale, just buy it in bulk and then use of it that week, and then cut, chop, and freeze it. So that's it, you guys. That is my grocery haul, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit there. It's a little bit different. I do try to rotate my grocery stores often. I love food. I love all sorts of foods. I love trying things, doing things. You know, I'm Vietnamese, so I do have like a Vietnamese Asian palette sometimes, and so I do rotate my grocery stores quite often. 99 Branch is one of those I do like to go, and I do like to go midweek because it's not as busy, and then this way I can also take Grudy Bear to Frolics Castle, which is like a couple of miles down the road as well. But you know, I decided just to do it this Sunday. Whoops, my camera totally stopped recording, but yeah, I went this Sunday because it was easier for me, and that is my haul for this week. We are at $410 for the month, which isn't too bad. So we're gonna start again fresh next week for the month of June. If any of you guys want to join me on this whole grocery budgeting adventure, I will upload a video every single week of my grocery hauls just to see what I buy and what my budget is. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video there. I will see you in the next one. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that other stuff, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!